Welcome and what it do, everybody. It's your boy Leroy Pinky the Phenom Pinkston coming at you live again for another Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? It's time to party, baby. Today we will be talking about tight ends for the NFL Combine and much, much more. But without further ado, we have a very special guest in the building. You know, we got my boy BJ, Eric Rogers, aka the Gunslinger, and the man formerly known as Q. And you know, I had to do it to you, bro. I knew I had to do it to you. And we have a very special guest this evening. Played for our beloved Bears.
Yes.
Great tight end himself, Mr. number 87, Kellen Davis. Welcome. Welcome to the pod. We appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much for joining the pod today. You know, having fun with us this Thursday night. You know, we're gonna get this started right away. We're gonna pick your brain about the tight ends at the combine and do a little Q&A and see if we can see what else is on your mind about certain quarterbacks in the draft and things like that. So we'll try to make sure that's last, get that little stuff in. But we've got to have you on the show and we're gonna get started. So about your thoughts on the tight end prospects that are coming in this year. Who'd you like, who you didn't like, how do you see things going with the Bears, as far as that position goes?
Man, everybody's got Bowers at the top of their list right now. I think he's a win, for whoever drafts him. It's very, very rare that you get a tight end with his skill set and receiving game that is able and willing to block in the run game as well. I think he's a little light at 240, but he can always bulk up before the draft and all that. But yeah, I think he's really good, and I like his game a lot.
Yeah, I enjoy his game. Like you said, he is a little lighter, so he's more of like that hybrid tight, that wide receiver tight end kind of guy. His blocking's good, not great, but like you said, if he bulks up, that can improve. So
yeah, I mean, he's going to get up in there. It makes a difference. Makes a big difference.
Oh yeah. Hopefully he can come to the Bears and block like how you did for us. So that'd be nice. Real nice. That'd be real nice.
We want all that.
Yeah. Yes, sir. All right, guys. You got any questions for him? As far as some prospects, things like that.
I do a question. I mean, I know Brock Bowers top everyone's list. I mean, one guy that I thought did pretty good was Jaylon Johnson out of Penn State. I would like to hear your thoughts. Hear your thoughts on him. I know he's not the best receiving tight end we see, but he is a very physical guy. How do you think he did so far?
I only got to catch one Penn State game, but in the game, I think he had a few catches and he was playing some good football. So, I mean, I think for a guy like that coming into the league, I think the sky's the ceiling. If he can, I think it makes a big difference on where you get drafted and what kind of coaching staff you have as far as, especially at the tight end position, as far as growth, because you got to know the whole offense, every position. So the more versatile you can be as far as the mental part of the game, the better off you'll be is actually performing. And I think, that's something I struggle with coming in, for my rookie season. It was a lot coming from college and then going into the pro game because Ron's system was complicated for the tight end. And I hadn't had that, like we kept it pretty simple. I mean, we ran a pro-style offense in college, but I didn't have hot routes that were different on every single play, based on protection, like all that. I didn't have that. So it was a learning curve for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one thing I didn't think about that with Ron's system. His system, I forgot about how intricate his system was as far as for tight ends, how versatile you had to be with the blocking schemes and routes. I forgot about Ron's system being that intricate. Yeah.
I didn't.
I'm living that. Still having nightmares.
No, my dude.
Whew. Yeah, but you did well. It didn't look like it was that
Didn't look
hard
like it
out
hurt you
there. I
at
can
all.
promise you that.
Yes.
Right, and then we had we had Marks come in after that, bro.
Oh,
He would
gosh.
walk in on every Wednesday every Wednesday he'd walk in and install 150 plays for the offense.
What?
Running, and that's game week, bro.
Mm.
Game week.
Yikes.
And then like out of that 150, I probably have like 15 or 20 where I just had to remember exactly what I had to do. And it's like, bro, you talk about overload.
Whew.
That dude ran in there covering all the bases.
I see. Man.
Wow, damn.
Whew, 150. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
for real, man.
Yes.
So I have a question for you.
What's up?
It's more so of a two-part question. So what's your take on Cole Kmet? How do you think his game is? And then also the second part to the question is, do you think that the Bears need to go big at tight end or just more so a complementary player, either in the draft or free agents to complement Cole Kmet?
I think Komet showed, a lot of improvement last year. I think he played well. I think that, they just signed him to a big deal, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
they did.
signed him up.
They ain't gonna
Signed him
be
last
tight
year.
end, bro. They ain't gonna put all that money in tight end spot. That ain't happening. They're gonna probably go pick up a veteran, a solid vet that can complement him and potentially add to the pass game, but definitely be good in the blocking game for sure.
Okay. So I do got another question. The question off there because we see the game transitioning to kind of a two tight. We see a lot of teams go two tight end system after what you just said. So I mean, is it possible that we might see some stuff like maybe what the Bills run or some kind of like stuff with Kansas City where you see a two tight end system a lot? Would it be better for us to go get a blocking tight end or to get another receiving tight end if we already have Cole? I mean, but you see a lot of the time the teams like Kansas City and the Bills, they split one tight end out and keep one tight end in the block? Or do you think we just wholesale say Cole's our guy and let's go get a receiver instead of trying to get a tight end to fit a two tight end system scheme with kind of what else the whole NFL is kind of going through right now?
I mean, that really just depends on the philosophy of the OC, man. Like if you got two tight ends that are versatile, you can do a lot and makes you better in the run game. And run game was the bread and butter last year. So I can see him going that way, or I could see him picking up a receiver and trying to move that way. But really, they need Juszczyk, man, to go with Komet. That's what they need.
You're not wrong.
The Swiss Army knife, man. That kid can do it all, bro. Like that's what you're looking for. And you got in San Fran, they got him and Kittle. Two guys that can pretty much do everything, and that's like the OC dream.
What about you, Q? You got a question?
Yeah. First, I was going to say, man, it's definitely a blessing just chatting with you, man. I'm a huge fan, man. That's definitely a blessing. Loved your career.
Absolutely.
I have there's a tight I'm looking at for Colorado State, Dorland. I want to kill his name, Hoagland. I don't want to butcher his name, man, but I think he could be a mid-round pickup that can, a little bit different from Komet, more of a receiver type. What you think about this? I don't know if you've seen any like Colorado State games and stuff like that. Playing, yeah. he's decent, I like him.
Does
he have size, though? Does he have size? That's the problem.
6'5". Kind of nice,
All right, so he's got like
205.
Yeah, that was the question. To what? That was my next question. To what? that's the real question.
He's kind of slim, but it's a different era NFL though, man.
I mean, like essentially, he a big receiver. He's just tall.
Yeah.
But what's his speed like? He hitting those switches or not?
No.
He's
mid rounds. Mid-round pick. He's a baller though.
I mean, unless you got some kind of, ultra quickness or, some juice to him, like that's gonna be tough, man. Being that light, trying to play tight end, bro.
Yeah.
There's a big difference playing at Colorado State going against.
You can't have some brother like me. I'm 5'9". I'm 265. if I can bench press you, that's not good for you, brother. Like I'm bench
Yeah.
pressing 225. He like 10 pounds under what I get, a little bit over what I can
Yeah.
bench, but I can still pick you up. I'm moving you like you getting tossed to the side. I don't care if you're 6'5". You like you gotta
So
be
I'm gonna put you on the spot real quick. So just because you played the position, okay. Greg Kittle, Hurst out of from the Ravens, or Travis Kelce. Who's your best? If I'm leaving out a tight end, if I'm leaving out one, go ahead and add him. But who out of those three that everyone says is the top 3 tight ends in the league? Are those truly the top 3 you think, or is there somebody else that's sneaking in there? And who do you think's the best?
No, I think top 3 are Kittle, Kelce, and Andrews from the Ravens. I think those are top 3.
Right.
no argument here, and in that order.
And I have one more question. For the tight ends coming to the draft, which tight end reminds you of yourself coming in?
Stole my question.
Coming in, I like that kid from Michigan. I hate to say it, but the tight end
that's got.
I don't want to say it.
He's good, man.
AJ Barner
plays, man. Yeah.
Or AJ Barner. Sorry, AJ Barner.
Yeah, that kid can play, man.
Yeah, he definitely
He's a big kid.
I highly agree. And he does. He reminds me of you too. So I can't deny that one.
His hands ain't as good as yours, though. I'm gonna say that.
No
His hands ain't as good as yours. Like he dropped a couple, and I'm like, come on, bro, come on.
Yeah, well, he caught a whole bunch against us.
Oh no,
that hurts.
Hey, you gotta acknowledge, you gotta recognize game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. So are there any guys in free agency that you feel would fit the new scheme with Shane Waldron? Because
I would have thought that they would have gone after Ertz.
Yeah.
But he just got picked up. I thought that would be a really good pickup. He's a vet through and through. Still got some playmaking in him.
Yeah, I think he would have fit that scheme.
He's a good dude, man. I like Zach.
Yeah,
I saw him going back with his old college coach though. He was when he was with the Cardinals. Kingsbury was his old coach, so I mean the chemistry there, knowing the offense, I figured he'd go there. So, but yeah, you're right. I would have thought the Bears would have went after Zach Ertz too. He kind of fits what we would want in a veteran, pass catching tight end mold. I'm hoping there's a shot that we can go after Mercedes Lewis again. I really like him.
Age, bro. Father time, bro. I don't know how that dude's still doing it, bro.
I don't know either. Maybe we can figure out a way to get him on the show. He can tell us what the secret sauce is because I'm trying to move like that. I'm trying to move like that at 42. Like, man, bro, I'm
fountain of youth.
I'm like
fountain of youth.
He better show me where it is. You know what I'm saying? Give me the GPS coordinates. He ain't gotta give me the address. Just give me the GPS coordinates. Let me find that fountain of youth.
So another question for you. We're talking about tight ends out of college and things like that. What about in the free agency? What do you think is any tight ends in free agency that might be able to make a splash with our new OC that you think would fit well with the schemes that he's trying to put together?
I ain't on the wire like that. Who's available?
We got Noah Fant, Mike Gesky, Hunter Henry, Austin Hooper, Dalton Schultz, Adam Tortman, I think his name from the Broncos.
Yeah.
Hooper's too soft.
That's just flat out.
Yeah, I like that.
No lies detected. You ain't hear me mention
a good pass catcher, but he's kind of been MIA the last couple of years since he left Miami. But he was doing his thing down there. So I would lean maybe towards him because they can probably pick him up pretty cheap right now. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for somebody that can fill, from the front office perspective, you're looking for somebody that can fill that spot, produce, and be cap friendly.
Yeah, definitely. I know he had just kind of a come out year. The Texans signed him for basically nothing, and he had a breakout year. I don't know if you had a chance to watch Dalton Schultz. That's a guy I was hoping. He got signed.
Yeah, he got re-signed.
I did not see that. I'm sorry, I did not see that.
He got like 30 plus.
Yep. Oh, he got his bag. He finally got that bag. He
CJ Stroud gonna make him look good.
Oh yeah, yeah. And leading into that, the quarterback segue with CJ Stroud and such. Your thoughts on the draft as far as what you believe we should do with the first pick? Do you think that it's best for the organization to go with the new quarterback, or should we try to go back and build around Fields at this moment?
I mean, my opinion, they should build around Fields.
Hmm.
But if they're going to draft somebody, they better not take that Caleb Williams, bro. That dude, like,
who would you prefer them draft if they have to go the route? If they
Daniels,
do decide to go quarterback?
the kid from LSU, he the real deal.
Wow,
He got wheels. He can throw.
You're the growing, overwhelming majority of people I've heard and a lot of Twitter and X respectively X and a lot of all these analysts who are all strongly saying that's where we should go. That's pretty awesome.
Take the pick.
Nice.
You got to take
players are saying Daniels.
So. Yeah, because I mean, like Williams, like I mean, he's got good tape, but like all this off the field stuff he's got going on, like he just come across like he think he's the heir apparent. They ain't gonna fit well in Chicago, not in the locker room, man. Like, you got to lead. If you're in that position, you got to lead. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's that guy.
Yeah,
like he got his dad representing him. Like I don't know, bro. He out there. If you know what is I read the other day, he was looking to get ownership of the team or something.
The dad wanted to buy. He wanted a stake in whatever team. I think it was 30% of whatever stake in a team that drafted Caleb.
Yeah, he gonna mess it up, bro. Like he might be able to ball, but like the rest of it, no. Daniels is a good prospect. I watched him play a couple of games last year. He got an arm, he can run. Then he won the Heisman for a reason.
And he played in the SEC, one of the tougher conferences besides the Big Ten, because I'm biased. But hey, what? Y'all know I'm biased.
I'm a Ducks fan, so leave me alone. I'm a Pac-12 guy. Leave me alone.
Yeah, we know about your Pac-12.
The Big Ten, like the Big 20 now. So
yeah, because guess what? The Ducks there now. How you like that?
He might like it. All right, might be all right.
Yeah.
Quick little segue. How do you feel about JJ's contract, the extension? How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'm sure he feels good about it.
He got paid. For sure.
Nothing wrong with getting banked out. I mean, that's a decision that comes from the higher ups, man, and you can't be mad at it, bro. You gotta get your bread.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm with that. I agree on that one. So your experience with free agency and the free agency tag. Could you explain to us what that was like for you? I know you've had your time with Chicago and things of that nature, and how that was for you. Can you walk us through that? What your feelings were about that?
Like hitting free agency, man, it's different every time, bro. It really is. Like everybody's looking for a longer contract with bigger money. The longer a team's tied into you, the more secure your job is, and that's what everybody's looking for. But a lot of times, like especially towards the latter end of my career, like I was with the Jets for a few years, but prior to I was with Seattle for that the year we won the chip, which was great. But I hit free agency twice within 2 years, so it's kind of like the market will tell you what you're worth every time. Football is business, is big business on a big scale. When you test free agency, you testing to see what you're worth, what somebody's willing to pay for your services. It's not kind of like most jobs ain't like that. You ain't gonna be working over at Office Max talking about, like I'm just gonna go see if I'm gonna work at FedEx, see what they're gonna give me before I come back. Like that ain't how it happened, bro. So it's a different vibe, especially when you're talking, large amounts of money and like a short career. Like you never know what's going to be your last snap, so you got to get what you can get now before because like there's only a handful of dudes that get to retire on their own terms.
Yeah,
you're either going to get hurt, you're going to get cut, or that phone just going to stop ringing.
That's why I never get upset when a player tries to hold out, get the money. Do what you do because it's a business too, and they'll cut you if you're not performing.
Oh, they don't give a shit, bro. They do not. I don't care who you are.
That's why I never understand why fans get mad at players for holding out. It's a business.
I know. Because I want to see them play. They got to get paid first.
Get the money.
Let's through with that one. Get your money. I got a son, you know what I'm saying? I got a 15-year-old son getting ready, you know what I'm saying, gearing up for college life and stuff like that. Now, like I told him, like as much as I love you when you want the education, all those things, that's great. Get your education. However, if one of these colleges offer you something from that NIL, you first train to that school, that's gonna give you the opportunity. Because if you can pay for your school that way, you're gonna go. Look, son, look. You get an education online. Like, I got
University of Phoenix.
For real. I'm being so serious now.
Hey, don't tell him come out here to Phoenix. It's too hot. That NIL might not be worth it. It's hot out here, dude. Let me tell you.
But look, it's freezing. Look, it's winter 7-8 months out of the year out here in Wisconsin, bro. Like, we'll be all right with the heat. Be straight. I can deal with an extra tan, extra couple layers of dark skin. I'll be all right with that.
Yeah, you say that now. Well, it's 116 degrees. You're not gonna say that. You're gonna be like, I need some.
Ain't that right? With Education Connect.
Question for you, real quick. What was? I mean, you've had multiple quarterbacks throughout your career. What's the hardest thing you had to learn going from quarterback to guy? Because obviously no quarterback's the same. I mean, you're trying to learn cadence. You're trying to learn things. What was the hardest thing trying to figure out? The quarterbacks you were with throughout your career.
I mean, every quarterback's different, and they all have the way they do things. And I think getting used to that, whenever you have a new guy come in or you come into a new situation, is like, because you got to get on the same page somehow, like you got to figure out what they like and what they don't like, and how to come out of this and how to come out of that, because it's not always how it's drawn up. Like it is not how it's drawn up all the time. So it's like if a dude likes to do extra work after practice, you're gonna be there. Like you wanna be as reliable a source as you can, to your quarterback. And that's kind of how I went about it, through my time. But it's there's some different cats. Some different cats out there, bro. Everybody do things different. They go about their business different.
Full disclosure, who was your favorite?
My favorite?
Question stealer.
My bad. You did it to me. I had to steal one.
I mean, I think my favorite quarterback was probably Fitz, when we had Fitz and Gino. And
I knew he was gonna say Fitz magic.
Fitz is an idiot. He's a really smart idiot.
I don't know. I mean, if that makes sense. That's the first time I've heard that.
Makes sense. That definitely makes sense. He knows everything, but he wants to do something dumb. I get you. Yeah. I feel you.
And so I try to keep in touch with him, but Gino's doing really good. I'm proud of him. Bouncing back after 6-7 years being in the back seat. Right, that's tough, but I still talk to him every week. Make sure he getting right.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Nobody else got any questions before Mr. Davis got to get on out of here? You know what I'm saying?
I do have a question for you. Okay. Who gave you the best advice for your career?
Best advice? Des Clark.
Yeah. No. Say it again.
Des Clark when I came in.
Oh yeah.
He looked out for real. He helped me out a ton my first couple of years. Like I wouldn't have had the success that I had, without him, kind of taking me under his wing.
He always did look like he had that big brother mentality.
Well, I mean, that was how we rolled in Chicago back in the day. We had the really good old heads that were still playing good football at the time, and so it's kind of like they show you how to do business. They show how you go about your business. The team is like really a team, like together. And, the older guys didn't have a problem, leading the younger guys in the right direction, which was, and that fosters a community and it fosters growth, from the younger players.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I like I said, I agree with Pinky, man. I always felt Dallas was that kind of dude. Like he just wouldn't let somebody slip by without letting them know how to do things, man. That's good to hear it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm hoping we're building that with these future young guys to be the future veterans. Let's hope that's the culture that gets rebuilt in Chicago and get some rings for us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We'll put a shout out to Poles, you know what I'm saying? Bring you in the locker room, you know what I'm saying? And maybe you can impart some wisdom on them.
Bro, he is in a position, second year in a row. He got the first overall pick. We got first, sixth or something?
And ninth.
First and the ninth pick, bro.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I appreciate it's refreshing to hear someone else, give a different take instead of just go with the common thread of the Caleb Williams situation. I appreciate that you had someone else right away. Like, yeah, that's what I like. I appreciate it.
So one more question. I'm sorry. I know he can ready to leave.
Oh, go ahead, man.
If we were polls, you had the first and ninth pick. You don't want to trade it, who are you taking with number 1? Who are you taking with 9? I just gotta ask it.
I mean, ideally, I would take Daniels at 1. Like, if you're gonna go a different direction, go with a proven winner that, he's a baller. Like,
100%.
I think his skill set translates to the next level.
Okay.
And then at 9, I mean, like, 9's a crapshoot, bro. So you don't know who's gonna be available. There's like 3 or 4 quarterbacks on the board that everybody want right now. I don't know. I would feel if I was picking at 9, I would take a quarterback at 1. I'll take Daniels at 1. I'll take the best athlete on the board at 9.
And does that include Brock Bowers?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean he would be a good pick, and either an upgrade or a compliment to commit. You have a real 1-2 punch.
100%. I like that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate this. Is very refreshing. I appreciate the fans already, showing out today, showing some love. Thank you guys in the chat. Let's go get those likes up. Please subscribe. It allows us to have great shows and have awesome guests like Kellen Davis here. You know what I'm saying? So please keep that going. And thank you so much for taking the time to be on with us tonight. I know you got a busy schedule, so we appreciate you taking the time out to talk some football.
No, man. No problem. I appreciate y'all having me on, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yep, you hit us up. We will gladly make time for you. Yes,
we'll
gladly make time. We'd be like, I'd be like, Q, Eric, guys, y'all on the next show. Yeah, it's gonna be me.
I will leave my job.
You ain't gotta do all that, my dude. You ain't gotta do all that.
But it was a bit of pleasure to have you on with us tonight, my friend. Please, thank you, and please don't hesitate to come back on. We will gladly have you back. Thank you so much.
Awesome, bro.
Thank you.
Have a nice night. Oh, that was amazing, guys. Thank you so much, Mr. Kellen Davis. We appreciate your time with us tonight. And guys, let's take some time about that. You know what I'm saying? And go ahead and give a celebratory, fancy drink of that El Bandito tequila. You know what I'm saying? Take the shot glass. You know what I'm saying? To our guest host today. You know what I'm saying? The smoothest 100% agave. You know what I'm saying? 100% free. You know what I'm saying? It's delicious by our, Blackhawks Hall of Famer Chris Chelios. You know what I'm saying? El Bandito.
Delicious.
Yes. Look, I'm telling you, I promise you guys, I promise y'all, before the season, I'm going to have me bring that bottle up on the show. You know what I'm saying? Virtually take a shot for all of y'all.
No, because I'm gonna have a bottle right next to me, and we gonna cheers over the computer.
But I love y'all. I don't know if I can share. You know what I'm saying? That stuff really good, bro. It's like it don't last long whenever I do buy it. So it don't last long. So I'm just gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Like I love y'all, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all might have to get your own bottle.
Understand that.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? And so we we also got to pay the bills, you know what I'm saying? Underdog fantasy football, you know what I'm saying? We got the Cubs, we got the Blackhawks going, we got the Bulls fighting for that spot. They actually starting to play well. Thank God. Let's hope they can get out the playing spot. I don't see that happening. You know what I'm saying? So, They're gonna be a play-in regardless. Most likely, they're already locked to be a play-in team. So, but you know what I'm saying? We can go ahead to Underdog Fantasy Sports, put in the special promotion code CSP, and you can get your your earnings, what you put in, up to 20 times. So you can make a lot of money. A lot of money. You know, so place your bets, man. There's plenty of options on there. There's plenty of ways to make money. There's plenty of parlays and things of that nature for you to do. Do it. You know what I'm saying? We helping you out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, let us help you out.
We give you the keys with our promo code to help you out get some extra money on top of it. Check them out. Plain and simple. If you want to make that good money, that's the place to be. Don't be stupid. Don't be dumb like me and wait till the last minute. You know what I'm saying? Then you miss out on the money that you could have had. And then you got somebody looking at you like you stupid.
Coulda. Press the button.
Yes. Like, share, subscribe, and then hit them up for the promo codes. Plain and simple. That's what you gotta do. And with that being said, you know what I'm saying? You know, talking about making money and not missing opportunity. Let's all dive into the JJ extension. Mr. Extended. Yes. Jaylon Johnson gets paid rather quickly, rather faster than any of us even expected. Even Adam Scheffler was probably looked like he was caught off guard. Like, this man was sitting on his phone, middle of the show, like, oh yeah, I got breaking news for everybody. And it was like you, so you know it wasn't nobody was expecting. I mean, Adam Scheffler is always on his phone, but that man, like, even he was like caught off guard. You know what I'm saying? So this is like the Bears are finding brand new ways to take over the news waves in sports, and it's a beautiful thing. And the fact that we got JJ locked in, it's got me feeling like I'm feeling the playoff vibes of, like, you know, that 2018 vibe. I'm feeling all warm and fuzzy inside about the season right away. You know what I'm saying? So how do y'all feel about the signing? And what's y'all take on it? We'll start with you, Q.
Well, I'm not surprised. I was surprised that he didn't get it done the day before he got tagged. I knew, like I told y'all before, it's a premium position. Poles said JJ's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And the conversation JJ was having, he was saying the same thing. Like, listen, I want to be a Bear, but, you know, we just got to get this money straightened out. I'm surprised that it took this long, to be quite honest. I'm not surprised. I thought it was going to be before. I was looking to get my phone before the tag deadline that they got a deal done. But it's no surprise. I was never worried at all. Never worried. And that's why I was never worried when Poles tried to say you can seek a trade. Poles was never going to trade him. He was probably put up some ridiculous request. If you want this guy, you got to give me 2 first-round picks.
Yep.
Just playing around. He was never going to leave the city of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I definitely knew he was going to stay. Like, there's no reason for him not to keep, because the way he's been playing, there's no way you can't. Especially because he's a younger guy, and he's one of the top corners in the league as a younger guy. Versus most top corners in the league right now are all other than Sauce Gardner are virtually 5, 6, 7 years from the league. Right. I do think the reason why it took so long, I think he was waiting to see where a couple other cats could go. And I think that there was a possibility, and I always thought there was a possibility that he might try and do double dip in that category and try and still get JJ, but also try and see what L'Jarius Sneed and Xavier Howard and Marquise Lattimore, and see those Lattimore, and see where he was going, and all those. There's a lot of cornerbacks that started. Everyone thought were locked in, and then all of a sudden we start hearing about them possibly testing for agency, And like I said, all those guys are older guys that we wouldn't have to pay the same money that we had to pay JJ. I think he was kind of, I don't think he was still going to give him the money. I just was thinking he was waiting to see, hey, can we still sign one of these other guys and still get JJ for maybe less? But I think eventually he kind of talked himself into it. Like, this cat is the youngest cat out of the top 10 corners in the league other than Sauce Gardner. He's the next youngest. Why not pay one of the best cornerbacks in the league, and especially one of the youngest cornerbacks in the league? So I definitely think that he made a good choice with that.
Eric, don't it feel good saying one of the best corners in the league, and you're talking about Chicago Bear? I played that position my whole life and everything, man.
I'm not saying Sauce Gardner's on a whole different level. Let's be real. The man's great. Sauce Gardner's great. Okay, I don't think Jaylon's that far behind him. I don't think their games are a little different, a little intangible, a little different. I do think that he is. I do think next year you see him being a top 5 corner. I do think, and I don't think you pass on that.
Yeah. So, BJ, what are your thoughts, man?
So I agree with you, Eric, to a certain extent. But then it's a comment, that last comment there, where it says they must have been negotiating behind closed doors. If you paid attention to Poe's last interview at the combine, where he said that they were really working on a contract, I really feel like they already had a deal in place or idea of what they were going to do. But I think they were maybe hoping to maybe try to get somebody to go along with them, maybe like you were saying, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
But if that fell through, I think that right away they had something lined up where they were just going to go for it.
Yeah.
So I wasn't surprised that he signed this fast. So as soon as the dominoes fell through, you knew it was coming. I just felt it was coming.
Yep.
So you guys think that maybe Ryan Poles was delaying the signing because he was trying to see if he can get a trade on the cheap with one of the other available guys that were franchise tagged.
Yep. Yeah, I mean,
okay, I'm understanding.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, we all saw
it does make sense.
We also saw what Jerry Sneed did last year, and you can get him for you could have got him for a steal and probably still sign Jaylon. And then you talking about 2 top 10 corners in the league, obviously, playing for us. We saw and we see the Saints are trying to basically sell Lattimore for absolutely freaking nothing. They just want him gone. They just want him gone.
His contract is he's got a really bad contract.
He's got a really bad contract for them, but I think that'd be a really good contract for us though, because of how much money we have in things right now. And I think he's still playing at a high level.
But the thing is, we don't want to. Do we want to take on Lattimore's contract and wind up with a lot of the extra?
No.
I mean, it depends.
We got too many holes.
It really depends on what we were looking to get out of Jaylon. I think that would have made the problem with
the problem with Lattimore's contract. His contract's gonna you're taking on more than $20 million worth of dead cap. And I don't want the Bears to have that. We just got rid of a lot.
You don't take on that dead cap unless you're 100% sure that this is going to be you're going to be able to re-sign this guy and he's going to stay, which I don't think he would. And he's kind of getting up there in years. I don't think he would be that guy. But I do think he was kind of poking the bear to see maybe if we could get a guy like that, or L'Jarius Sneed or Xavier Howard, and he's poking the bear. But I do agree with all of you guys that he knew he was going to sign him regardless. I just think he wanted to maybe get a partner in here with him if he could on the down low, on the cheap, or maybe get a cheap trade out of it and then go ahead and put Jaylon with it. But the signing was there was never a doubt in my mind he was going to re-sign Jaylon.
Well, there's a quick comment on here about a quick question asking us, what do we think of Stevenson at the other corner?
I like Stevenson.
I love him.
Yeah, I love it. You know what combo I think it turned out to be? We about to show our age on this. Lamille Stinson and Darnell Wolford. I think.
Oh my God! Yes.
Combo. Yes. I think they could be that combo.
Yep.
I'm so excited about that damn secondary, man.
And that was a good one. That was a good one, Q.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's
you bring back some. You almost bring a tear to my eye, bro. You couldn't throw more than 15 yards at them because the ball was gonna get snatched up. You had to dink and dunk around those boys.
Mm-hmm. And they that's what I envision them too. I envision that.
What we have. I think we have 2 young cats that break on the ball well. Obviously Stevenson. I mean, you were looking at him. He's going to have to play against top dogs now because Jalen's going to shut down the other side. He's going to play against top dogs now, so we definitely going to see what he is like.
He's not going to get tested as much though.
He's not going to get as tested as much, which is great. But I do think we're going to see him. We're going to see Jaylon be the one that moves a whole bunch. He's going to kind of flip with him a little bit, which I actually hope that's the case. I want to see that.
We saw some of that. We saw some of that towards like after week 6. That's what they started doing more often, and that's when you realize that. And that's when you saw the versatility. You start seeing the interceptions coming more for Jaylon when they started switching like that.
Yeah, when he started moving. I think
because you saw the offense trying to move their best receiver to Stevenson, and then Stevenson started picking them off. So they was like, okay, maybe then let's try our luck with Jaylon Johnson because the rookie, he biting on our stuff. But he gets burned a little bit, but then you got Kyle Gordon, he's shading over. Johnson's by himself. We got to take that shot. Oh, pick six because now you're forced to throw. You got to throw it to your best weapon, but your best weapon being locked up by JJ. He make a mistake. He having a slip or he don't turn fast enough. It's being picked now. Now, okay, we just got to try the rookie. And now then the rookie start getting all the interceptions. Or he making all these nice tackles. He started batting the ball away. Then next, the ball bouncing in the air. Linebackers getting the ball because you forced to throw the ball in the middle. It's a beautiful thing. The only weak spot we had, unfortunately, was Eddie Jackson because it wasn't that he wasn't there. He didn't know where to be. He just wasn't getting there fast enough.
Yeah.
The speed and then the tackling.
And he doesn't tackle. I would say this.
It was, but he was
every
never
day if I have to.
He was when we drafted him. We knew he wasn't a superb.
There
was always the ding on him, even in Alabama.
There's a difference.
Dirty though.
He was more of like that thumper. He was more of a thumper, but the rules now took that away from him.
Yeah,
rules.
But there's a difference. I mean, you brought him in to help with the run game. He is a fit run safety. He is not an open field tackler. That's the thing. Open field tacklers by a safety are very, very, very few and very far in between now that you have good open field tackling safety.
In our case, it was Brian Oderecker who got converted to linebacker.
Yep.
It was why he got converted to linebacker because of his side-to-side ability.
Yeah, that's usually what happens. They end up being outside linebackers sometimes end up being Mike linebackers. That's why tackling strong safeties, you usually see them. They stand down. Like look at Tyrann Mathieu. He's a terrible open field tackler, but when he down there on the box, make plays. It's kind of what Eddie Jackson was like.
There's only so many open field tacklers like Cam Chancellor. He was an open field tackler.
That was in Brian Dawkins. Those two were holding Troy Polamalu. You're never gonna find three like you find 3 and 3 in a century like that, man. We've seen the best safety play we've seen in forever. Getting back to Stevenson, I think the maturation for Stevenson and Jaylon is that I kind of hope we do and hope we don't, because we do see some of the best receivers playing slot now. I do hope Jaylon eventually does end up being Jesus Christ. That one. Goddamn. I do hope we see Jaylon be able to move into the slot and be able to play in the slot. That right there is why I think we still need to go find us a third corner, because we see Jamar Chase, we see Cooper Kupp, we see Justin Jefferson now move to the slot and things like that. We don't have a slot corner, which is that's
Kyler Gordon.
No, we have Gordon, but when Gordon's over the top, that's scary. Like, you ain't throwing up there. Like, that's scary. I would like to see Jaylon be able to play the slot.
So you want a rotational?
I don't want to see it happen all the time, though. You know what I'm saying? Against Chase, against Jamar Chase, against maybe Cooper Kupp, guys like that. Yeah, but I don't want to see him in there chasing. I hope we don't get to the point that we're chasing, some of these other slot guys that might be quick and whatever, because we don't, we want Kyler Gordon up top and things like that. I think that'd be a great little thing to have. But I think him flipping sides on the outside is what's really going to really help Stevenson the most and really get the most out of him. And I hope we see a whole bunch more of it this year.
Yeah, because what I'm seeing. Oh, sorry. What I'm just quickly saying is because right now it looks like the guys who are going to be the slots. Our rotational corner that we have is Terrell Smith. Smith is going to be the rotation because he started rotation in for Kyle Gordon, and then he was subbing in with Stevenson off and on, splitting reps with him. So I feel that for that slot position, Terrell Smith is a better fit. Like, depending on who's going to be in the slot. Like, if they have a bigger receiver in the slot, I think we would sub out Gordon and put Terrell Smith in that position, and the more shiftier guys, like your Renfros and your Cooper Kupps, we can leave Kyle Gordon in there, is because he can keep up with them. He's got the twitch hips. He can keep up with the smaller, shiftier guys like that, regardless if they're a true number one receiver. If they're in the slot, Gordon's going to be able to stay with him. It doesn't matter. Now, if they're bigger, those guys can outmuscle him. Those are the things we've noticed. It seems like offense are starting to put bigger body receivers in the slot to try to combat what Gordon can do. And I think that the antidote for that is to put Terrell Smith in that position in the slot, because
I hope so.
He's a bigger body. he proved him to me. He proved like because saying he didn't get the interceptions, but he got the bat downs and he was able to keep them. They weren't able to outmuscle him going into the slanting with their big body. They weren't able to box him out. Gordon can just get out overshadowed because they just boom get in his way, muscle in, and put their body in the way. When Terrell Smith was there, they couldn't do that. And Strowman, even him being short and smaller, if he had better hands, he just couldn't catch the football. He had better hand placement to get in front to keep him getting boxed out as well. Yeah. So I hate that we don't have him anymore, but
I hope we see more. I hope we see more of those guys. I just hope we don't get into the thing where all the best corners go play slot. I hope we don't see that. Sorry, BJ, go ahead.
So, well, no, I was just saying that I was just asking that to try to figure out what you were saying. So you wanted a rotational corner, but Pinky already broke it down how we already had Terrell Smith with the rotational corner. I think we're cool at corner. Honestly, I really think we're cool at corner. I think that our biggest need in the secondary is safety.
Oh, 100%.
I think, yeah. I think we're cool at corner. I don't think we need to do anything major at the corner position. I think the biggest piece was to make sure we got JJ re-signed, which we did. So I think we're good there. And I think Stevenson, towards the end of the year, I mean, he's really coming into his own. And I think with a full off season, and if he shows growth, I think, man, our secondary could be one of the best.
It's gonna be
I really think that what's going to be key, and I can't stress this enough. What's going to be key is we have to find another edge rusher, because if we have two strong edge rushers, can you imagine how good that secondary is going to be? And how much turnovers we're going to get? That defense is going to be amazing.
I honestly feel now that with all the top name wide receivers being signed, I honestly feel that getting the way I think at the rate and the speed that the JJ deal got done, it's making me feel I'm starting to get that weird feeling like we're gonna make another big splash for free agency, and that big splash is saying Chris Jones. I don't think we get I think we pick up the edge rusher in the draft, and I think that the biggest money maker that we are going to do is going to be Chris Jones. We're gonna bring him to the facility, lock the doors, close off the exits, puncture holes in his car, so he can't drive away. He can't drive away. We're gonna hold his credit cards, and we're gonna hand him a blank check and tell him you're gonna take all the time you need. You sign that check, but you're gonna be a Chicago Bear. And that's what I'm hoping we do. I don't think that happens, but
well, I mean, I was just on X. I was just on X a couple of hours ago. He posted a picture of him laying on the ground with Andy Reid, and he put Kansas City. He put ... and then he had a tear face at the end. So who knows?
Oh.
Who knows?
I mean, honestly, I don't think you're going back to Kansas City. I don't think Kansas City. I think Kansas City can afford them. I don't think Kansas City can afford them.
Almost every show we've done and we've talked about it. I've always said Chris Jones fills two positions. He fills a 3-tech and he fills a defensive end because he can play either. Doesn't matter. One of the rare commodities that can play a 3 and he can play DN. We saw him do it in Kansas City. It really depends on who we're playing against. I think I agree with Pinky. I think we transition and go to that. I do see in the comment, I do see Wilkins as a 3-tech. I see that. I see him.
Yeah.
I see him.
Yeah. He's a great option. He's another, he's a great 1A. He's a great 1A position. I think
they go after him before Chris Jones, though, for a little bit cheaper price.
I would be. I think, but I do agree with Pink. I think because of the money that
Jones first to see what
go after Jones,
see what he wants, see if we can match, see if there's a way to work something out with Chris Jones first, because he's the biggest fish out there. You know what I'm saying? We got cap space. We already know that most teams, there's only like 3 or 4 teams that got more cap space than us. But those teams that got the most cap space aren't exactly in our position.
Yep.
None of those teams that have the most cap space are in our position on offense and defense, where we can be like, yeah, we may not be the Chiefs yet, but we're gonna be a playoff team and we can make more noise. We can get to the Super Bowl. We may not be able to beat the Chiefs or beat like the Chiefs in the AFC, but we can still get to the playoffs, and you can help us get there.
I think it's a good selling point, man. I think it's a good selling point. I don't really see. To me, there's a lot of good edge rushers. I see this edge rusher on there, but I think Chris Jones just fills two holes, man, because you can move him anywhere. You can move him. He can play 3. He can play 3, 5 tech. He can play 7 or 9. Doesn't matter, And we saw him in the Super Bowl. He played 3 tech, he played defensive end and was still disruptive no matter what, And other than going out and making a trade for a defensive end, I see Chris Jones being the biggest splash we could get.
Now, there's one thing we always do, and we're sitting here talking about defense and those free agents. We complain about the quarterback not having time. So who are we going to use to protect either Fields or Williams, Daniels, or whoever else we bring in? Who's out there in free agency that we can sign that's not going to break the bank for us?
The homeboy Dallas just let go.
Yeah,
but
homeboy Dallas,
any defense, any offensive lineman that comes out of Dallas,
he's been banged up. He's been really banged up lately.
You're right. Right. I do get that he's been banged up.
I'll take that risk.
I'm taking that risk because you understand he is a great pass blocker. Okay. Yeah. If we're looking for a run blocking tackle, left tackle, we might as well go to the draft to get one because that's what all the left tackles in the draft are. They're all run blocking tackles. We might as well go to the draft.
We'll just stay with Jones. Just stick with Jones.
You might as well.
I have no problem with sticking with Jones.
I think homeboy.
BJ, you being cheap. You're being cheap, G. Stop, BJ.
You know what? For all intensive purposes, because we have the money, and maybe, I hate to load them. I really do hate to load them. But maybe we go to the 49ers and be like, hey, you want one of these 2 picks? Give us Trent Williams. He's the best left tackle.
They would never do that.
I'm just saying
that's GM suicide. Like you trying to have John Lynn, you trying to make John Lynn lose.
I'm just saying the way everything's going right now. If I'm the Bears, I'm riding high. I'm still going to get him. I'm still like Trent Williams. I'll give you that. I will give you 1 and 9 if you give me your first round pick in Trent Williams.
No,
let's throw it out.
I don't want him. That's too old.
The Bears just need. I think they have their center. They need to get another guard. I'm just not. I know we grabbed Davis last year, but I'm not sold on Davis. I'm not sold on him.
I still say we need to get a center. I want, but that's
Powers.
Selfish. I want Powers.
You
need Powers.
So you're not going to put. So you're going to put Bates at. You're going to put Bates at guard and then draft a center.
Yes, yes. Because Bates can still be can start off as a center. He could be the starter for the start of the year, and then once Davis acts up, by the end, the rookie will probably know what he's doing. Put the rookie in there and tell Davis, whoever messing up that can't stay healthy, throw Bates in there.
I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
So another guy, actually, that I do like Trent Brown. That was the other guy I was looking for. Trent Brown for the Patriots. He got the short end of the stick because his quarterback sucked. Let's be real. His quarterback sucked. Run game sucked. Everything sucked about the Patriots. But he could hold his water. He could hold his own. He can anchor. Okay. He's very good hands. Okay. I know they're not letting Trent Williams. I'm just being optimistic. Let me be optimistic because we got money to spend. Throw it at somebody. I'll give it throwing money at people. Right. But no, Trent Brown, I think we could get for not as much money. And I think he's got potential. Okay. And he is a very good quick tackle. He is a very good quick tackle. He's very good. He can anchor. He can hold his own against some of the best defensive ends in the league. I do say that is a good pickup. Do I say that he is the best tackle or the best offensive lineman in free agency? Not even by a stretch. But I do think he is a good pickup that would fit us. We're not spending all the money that we need. That could come in and help us right away.
Yeah. Q, what about you, buddy? Who do you feel we need to go out there on offense for as far as the line's concerned? Do you think it's more somewhere in the draft, or do you think
I'm with Eric with the Trent Brown. I'm with Eric with that. I think he won't cost too much, and I think he's solid. But I do like what we have at left tackle. I think he was decent, man. I think he's going to get better. He's going to continue to get better with coaching now. So he wasn't awful.
Oh man, sorry. for me, I like, being, being a big dude, and my,
Jackson Jones was decent, man.
As a coach now, having to learn the X and O's and the fundamentals and the technique of it, I'm more of like that. I have that Tim Duncan mindset. You got to be Mr. Fundamental. And then being a left tackle, you have to be a technician. You have to be able to anchor. And if you can't anchor, you have nothing. You are just big for nothing. And then, it's just, and he frustrates me to no end that you got so much power in the run game and you just can't anchor to save your life. Like if it was like if you was asking this man to protect you, like he's like, you just got to block. You got to block this dude for me, and you block this dude for me. All the people in that building, they live. If you don't, they blow up. You might as well just hit the detonating button because he ain't gonna be able to block. When it comes to blocking somebody from pass block, he can't do it.
True. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Picking when you know better than me. When it comes to left tackles in the league, you're not going to get a star in free agency unless he's at the end of his career or something like that, man. So
you're always going to get the end of his career. Let's take him.
Yeah, you're always going to get like when the Bears got Orlando Pace. It was.
That was at the
So you're always going to get somebody just solid. You're not going to get.
I do think. I agree with him. I do think. Okay, so I mean, we were talking about free agency. I think the man, the monster from Penn State. I think he's a monster. I think he definitely come in and start for us day one. I'm to be honest with you. He is. I mean, he might be light at 317. But you saw the boy run his 40. Like we ain't see left tackles move like that. I'm right. He
ain't big no reason sometimes.
Dude from Penn State looked like Big Hero 6 running down that runway about to hit somebody like a freight train. I was losing my mind. The man is massive, bro. He is 6'6", 317 and can move like that. Oh, that's crazy.
I think they still get Braxton Jones one more season.
From Notre Dame is the one everybody's talking about.
Well, because he's 6'8", 320.
6'8", 320. He a man child. He a man child. Now he is slow. He is very slow out his first step, which, as you know, against the defensive ends in the league, that's very scary. But if he get a hold of somebody, he gonna take him to the stands. So I mean, I think those two guys, if they're on the board somewhere and we could get one of the two, I think we get them.
I have no choice. If we had a way to get him somehow and still get Roman Doomsday, you know what I'm saying, depending on if we, I have a feeling that we still trade down. I don't think that Williams is the guy. I think that we're going to trade down to get a different quarterback if we are going to move on, in my opinion. I still think that I honestly think it's between Bo Nix and Daniels, honestly, but that's just me. I don't think it's going to be Williams.
I agree.
I don't mind Williams as much as most people do. The people who want him more, I don't mind him. He's just not the guy I think at the top of my list as far as what I see. I think Daniels and Bo Nix are like one the same in my opinion as far as the leadership intangibles and the way they play the game. So, but if we can get him, I want Alt, and this only because like you mentioned the slow get off that can be taught. You can teach him out of that. You can teach him to, help him, get better stretch and, wide his circle better so he can get out into space better. You can teach him those things. You can teach him little techniques to move up, to accelerate, his blocking.
I like it. I just don't know. I mean, if we trade down and we don't end up with a wide receiver or quarterback, if those two are still on the board, I think one of those two you have to get.
I think we're getting the lineman regardless.
As a commodity for us. I mean, but if you get one of those two, obviously you don't get Powers later on. You just don't go 2 linemen in a row. It's not a thing. To me, I still think Jackson Powers is our best option on the line if we're going to get a lineman because we can get him in the second round probably.
Yeah.
Probably get him in the second round. I do think he's the best lineman in the draft still. I just don't know if it's something that we invest so much money into going to free agency and getting a tackle, or we stick with what we have and then get a center.
I don't think necessarily we need to get tackles as much as we need to get interior play. Yeah. We need to get another depth for guard and center.
Yes.
We need to get a veteran. Even if we get Jackson Powers, we need to go into free agency and get a veteran center. That has to happen. No matter what is negligent that we did not do it last year, because we saw what happened. Get a veteran center and then draft a center in this draft. Period. That it has to happen. If Ryan Poles is a lineman, a former lineman, and the guy he says he is when it comes to evaluating talent on the line, he needs to do that. Get a veteran center free agency and then draft one.
Well, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will.
I mean, offensive linemen are the smartest people in the game, man, and he alluded to that offensive linemen are the smartest people in the game. So he's not. I don't think he's more worried about size and speed than he is somebody that's going to be able to command the offense out there for our new OC. So I mean, I think that kind of comes with the territory. I mean, we see all these big bodies and all these fast linemen, but if you can't command the offense, you kind of worthless at that point. So. I mean, he can't be out there.
I'm with him. Jones
not knowing your extra nose.
Sandwiches. He needs to eat more beef sandwiches and pizza to grow that lower body because he got all that upper body strength. They ain't got no lower body. He be getting pushed over. Like, come on, you can't have people that weigh my size pushing you over, bro.
I think Poles gonna rock out with him for one more season and give him one more go.
I mean, honestly, I don't think Jones played bad. I don't think he played bad.
Either.
You know, I mean, he had a couple of bad plays, you know, here and there. But overall, if you just watch it from the beginning of the season to the end of the season, I think he had a solid season. I really do. I think he had a solid season.
Why he got hurt on that play is because he couldn't handle the guy bull rushing him.
Yeah, that's his problem.
And that is what I'm talking about.
That's one play.
But as a tackle, you can't get bull rushed.
One play that he couldn't stop.
Bull rush as a tackle is not a thing. Because here's
bull rush without an anchor, those injuries will keep happening to him.
Yeah.
The type of injury that he suffered was because he couldn't anchor himself properly and put his lower body in the proper position to not get run over and have his leg crumble under him. That is what I'm talking about. If you can't fix that, that's going to happen to him every time.
I will say this though. I don't think he is a left tackle. I think if you flip him to the front side,
you're not gonna move.
I'm not talking about for us. I'm not talking about for us. I'm saying I think he's out of position playing left tackle. I think he technically is a right tackle. And some people are going to say they're the exact same position. They are not even close to the same position.
No, everybody knows
separate things. I think he's a right tackle. Because you don't have to anchor as hard, and depending on your quarterback is staring at that rush all the time. So the quarterback's going to be able to move in the pocket and make you look better and things like that. I don't think he's a left tackle because there's a much more sense of urgency that he does not have when it comes to playing against certain players. And I think that's his downfall. I know he's young. He's young. But that clock in your head has to tick as fast as the clock in the quarterback's head if you're protecting your quarterback's backside. And if that clock is moving too slow, you're probably moving way too slow and someone's by you already. And I think he's not there yet. That clock for him isn't sped up playing the backside of the quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's my issue. That's part of my issue with him. He's probably a great guy. I love his enthusiasm. I love that he, had the, minus the injury last year, but what I'm saying, I love that, the snaps and them things, his desire to get better and all those things like that. I just feel that with the quarterback being the premium position for our team, and if you want the quarterback to excel, you have to get the left tackle who can anchor.
Yeah.
Well, it's simple. It's just a simple thing, and he's got to do it.
Well, then, I agree with you. So then, if that's the thing,
it makes a domino effect with everything else.
Then Poles, then you're leaning to, if they truly trade back, find a way to get a high hitting left tackle over the receiver, which I agree. I would take that. Or they can do this. They can get a solid veteran left tackle in free agency that's not going to cost them an arm and a leg.
Trent Brown.
Draft a tackle, not high up, but maybe a tackle in the third or fourth round that you could develop within a year or two.
Yes.
And then, you can do that. Versus trying to get a tackle in the first round or the second round.
Yeah.
I think you can do that.
Agreed. So the other cat on the opposite side of Alt from Notre Dame, he's going to be like a 6th, 7th round pick, right? He is a good anchor, and he happens to play on the opposite side of Alt. The only reason why he's not playing left tackle is because you got Alt there, right? So, and that's why. But he was originally brought to Notre Dame to come in, and if Alt was going to leave last year, that was a dude that was going to take his spot. So, I mean, he could probably do it. So, I mean, that's a late guy that you might be able to get in the 6th, 7th round,
do you
and
go
be something like that.
Late round draft pick though?
On a left tackle, on your left tackle. I mean, if we're talking 6, 7, and left tackle still on the board, that's decent. That you can nitpick and work with and put him behind a veteran. You take that left tackle because you don't know what offensive line is going to be like next year. That's the thing. That's the problem with offensive line. You don't know what's going to be like year to year, so you always try and get 3 to 4 linemen that you can try and build. You can try and build for 2-3 years because you don't know what the lineman commodity is going to be like the next 2-3 years.
That's true. Yeah,
so I like trying to find late round tackles and guards possibly that can come in and be on the practice squad and things like that, and kind of build and hopefully they pan out. If they don't, you hope that the next year's draft you can get a high end tackle if you have the draft pick.
A lot of hope. That's a lot of hope.
I mean, get drafting linemen that late. There's a reason why they're that late. There's a reason why they're that late.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you can find some gems in the late round.
True.
I mean, Jones was a 5th or 6th round draft pick, and look, he turned out to be a starting left tackle. So I mean, and regardless on how well you think he's playing, he is a starting left tackle in the National Football League. So that proves something. That proves that he has some type of talent.
Let me ask you one question. Go ahead, BJ.
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
What grade would you give him overall last season?
You know me?
Play for all you guys.
D.
Oh.
You said what? D.
We talking about Jones?
Yeah, you talking about Brett Jones.
Yeah, he gets a D.
Come on, BJ, what's the grade you giving him?
I'm giving him a D.
I would give him. I think he was solid. I'll give him a C+.
Me too. I'm at C+.
I'll give him a C+. Yeah.
I'm at
F,
man.
F. Flagrantly fouling up the whole season out there. Them false starts out there, man. Come on.
I don't think he was terrible.
I just think the reason why everyone's going to say he's so bad is because you have a running quarterback that's getting sacked from your side consistently, and you are the number one piece for running quarterback to scramble and get out the pocket. If you do your job, a quarterback can see his front side blitz, and if you take care of the backside, that's always the escape route. But if there's no escape route to be had, you're screwed. Again, with a pocket passing quarterback, you're talking a different story. They might give you a pass here and there. But with a scrambling quarterback, if you are his backside, you are the escape route if he has to run, if you do your job. Because if the front side blitz come, he's going to turn and go your way immediately. And that couldn't happen. The door was always closed. Which part of it is Justin Fields' fault for holding the ball too damn long. I'm not going to throw Justin under the bus with it. Because if he knew his left tackle was like that, pull that bitch down and get gone now. And make your left tackle look good. You already know. If you see front side blitz, pull it down, make my left tackle look great, I'm out. I'm rushing for 135 yards a game.
Yeah, but then see, that's the double edge on it. If he pull down too fast, he's rushing it. If he's holding too long, it's like, what is he to do, man?
He's damned if he do, he's damned if he don't. You know,
but if you hold that ball too long, got run like a fool, you throw a bunch of picks or fumble the ball.
But you know what? But I think that's overrated. Him holding the ball too, I think that's overrated. Because I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks that hold the ball long.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so I mean,
it's a
scapegoat that a lot of players were
throwing to Justin Jefferson. He'd hold the ball all day and throw to Justin Jefferson. It'd be different. Fields holding the ball long and throwing to Justin Jefferson or any of those guys. Like it'd be different because they'd all still be open. You can chuck the ball up there and go catch that son of a bitch. Like
he was doing it for DJ Moore too. So he was holding the ball to throw to DJ.
Yeah.
The only problem is the offense, you know what I'm saying, the offensive line wasn't giving him the 3-4 seconds. He was scrambling, you know, backwards, trying to keep him getting tackled. A lot of that you saw that in the Atlanta game, what he's been going through all season. The only difference is that the receivers were, you know, Getsy was actually calling slant routes in that game, so he actually had time to find somebody that got open because they actually ran.
The Lions game was the same way, man. Like he see Hutchinson on his front side. Well, that's what I mean by pulling the ball down fast. He see Hutchinson coming off that edge. He immediately, if he didn't see 1 or 2, he pulled the ball down, took off. He rushed for like 115 yards, something like that, and a touchdown. That's what I'm saying. You have to know that. You have to know that.
Thank you, Cheryl, for giving us the updates for the Cubs-Reds game. Let's hope the Cubs pull that through.
Before we get off, we were talking about late round gems in the offensive line. Jason Kelce was a 6th round pick. Can't get any better than that.
But it's a lot.
Jeff Saturday.
Tom Brady was a 6th round pick.
Saturday. Jeff Saturday, late round pick. You can you can find late offensive linemen.
Oh yeah.
That is
easier with offensive linemen to get late round gems than it is with quarterbacks.
I agree with BJ in that aspect that we go get a veteran left tackle if we have to, and we draft one late in 6 and 7 because you can find great still coming.
Not necessarily that late. I mean, you don't necessarily have to go that late, but you can go 3rd, 4th, maybe push it to 5th. But going 6 and 7, and now I think you're looking at a project that may or may not make the team. So I think you need somebody that I think you need to get somebody that's going to have talent, but they still need some. They need some training.
I think they rock out with Braxton Jones and do the draft, bring somebody to come under him and build.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Or competition.
You can do that too.
I think that's what's going to happen.
That's probably most likely what's going to happen, Q. Like, you know, Poles is going to hear my cries. He's going to hear my prayers that he do something besides just stay with him. Like, he going to hear my prayers. Don't lie, man. I'm being serious.
Hold up. So real quick. So I know you was going berserk when what's the one that was getting Jay Cutler killed? I know you was going berserk when he was
Chris Williams? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, I forgot his name. It's on the tip of my tongue.
You talking Chris Williams?
No.
The one on the other side.
The one Jay Cutler pushed.
Oh man! Oh, I know you're talking about. Oh, what is his name? Oh,
he was a 7th round pick.
Dude, he don't count. We don't talk about him.
No. What's his name? Come on, Pink.
Yeah,
what's his name?
Oh, I know you're talking about.
I remember seeing Jay Cutler shoving him. I remember that,
bro.
I know you was. I know you was.
Bro, man.
What's his name, Phil? I can't remember. It's my tongue.
I know the face. I can see the picture of Jay Cutler.
I see his face and I remember dude pushing, but I'm not even finna go there, bro.
I don't want to say his name.
That man, he literally took like 3 years off of Cutler's life, bro.
He did.
Man. Like, he's the one who gave up. He's the brother who gave. That's the dude that gave up the free release that caused Cutler to throw the interception that got his thumb broke.
Just got his thumb broke.
Like,
yeah.
Oh man! Oh, what is his name? I know his name.
It was against the Chargers. I remember that. And I'm watching the leak out. He gave the leak out that caused Cutler to run too early, and he had to throw the ball, and it was an interception. And then Cutler.
I know who he is.
Oh my God!
Clay Matthews was destroying this dude, man.
Stop, bro.
Didn't he end up going like to Minnesota somewhere? Didn't he end up going to Minnesota somewhere after the Bears?
Oh,
I hope not.
Come on, Eric. I know you know his name, Eric.
Sick,
bro. Hold on.
I know who you're talking about. I do know who you're talking about.
But we about to get off, so I can get back to y'all.
My goodness. You could knock my stomach, bro.
I can imagine you was going crazy.
I would punch my computer screen when you said that.
Oh, man.
Hey, Jay Cutler live here in Arizona, and I know he still feel it too.
So real quick, I got a little inside question to ask from you guys about your thoughts on Matt Eberflus hanging out with Matt LaFleur. I didn't like that. Those guys kind of hanging out courtside. They were caught courtside hanging out with each other. What did y'all feel about that?
I have no problem with it only because
I
it's
don't
life
know.
outside of football.
You know what? I technically don't
These guys
care.
are not
personally.
machines.
Personally, I hope they talk about, hey, if Jordan Love sucks this year, send him our way. We'll keep him. So maybe they were talking about that. I don't know. Maybe they were talking about send us one of your 7 running backs that run for 800, 900 yards a freaking year. And I don't know, man. I don't really care too much.
Nah, me neither, man.
I don't mean
personally. If it was me, I don't like it.
We know what they
it's the Packers. It's the Packers. It's the Packers thing. I get it.
I think I get it's the new age kind of thing. You don't have to have that thing. It was like, but the thing is, like, Mike Dick and Lovie Smith. You know what I'm saying? You weren't seeing them hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Lovie Smith.
It's a different time, though. It's a different time, though.
It ain't that far away, though, bro. It ain't that far away from that time, bro, man.
Old school, man.
I think he was like, "Ha, jokes on you. We said you Getsy. How'd you like it?" And then that was a running joke the entire time. They was talking about that the entire time.
I think like, it's more of life outside of football, man.
They're firing me. Do you have a job for me, bro?
I honestly don't think Eberflus I don't think Eberflus getting fired after this year. I honestly feel that they finna make the playoffs and they're gonna make a deep run in the playoffs, honestly, this year. And I think it don't matter who our quarterback is. That's how I feel. I honestly feel like this is a playoff team no matter who the quarterback is.
I agree with you. That's my expectation. No matter who the quarterback is, I expect the Bears to be in the fight for the playoffs.
If it's a rookie quarterback, we're gonna be leaning on the defense. If it's Fields, we're gonna have a revamped offense, and we're gonna probably be I see us with this offense being, I mean, don't come at me, y'all. Y'all argue with yourselves on this one, but I see a top 10 offense. If we, with our rookie, if we have the rookie,
sign Barkley, if we sign Shaq Wan's top 10 offense, I guarantee it.
And I'm saying that's withstanding with or without those other guys. I feel that Shane Waldron's offense is going to make us a top 10 offense with Fields as the quarterback because of his rushing ability. However, if we get any of these rookies, we won't be far behind. I see us being a top 15 offense.
My expectation is they still should be in the
Texans were a top 15. I think they were like a top 10, top 15 offense. I could see us doing that. I honestly see the Bears being the top 15 offense with the rookie quarterback, top 10 with Fields because of the money we'll be investing and the draft picks and things.
Yep.
That's how much faith I have in more. Me having more Waldron than anything else.
I'm with you on that, Pinky. That's my expectations too. I expect them, no matter who the quarterback is, I think they're going to be right there, man.
Now, if we get Chris Jones,
it's Super Bowl. That's it.
We get Chris Jones, ain't nobody stopping that defense. You got Sweat and Jones out there. That's all. Look, it's it. It's over. It's over. Because you ain't gonna have time to throw. You ain't gonna have time to throw the football. Everybody getting interceptions. All of us out there can come out there and be the secondary, and we gonna get an interception. We can lead at least 3. I'm at least 3. We ain't got to cover nobody. You just tell Chris Jones to go left or right or up the middle. It's over. Because ain't nobody stopping that dude. Nobody in NFC can stop him. Not one person I've seen on the offensive roster on the line that can stop Chris Jones. Hell, there ain't many people in the AFC that can stop him. You saw what he did to the NFC team, the 49ers, who was supposed to have the best offensive line. He went through them like Swiss cheese. If that's supposed to be the barometer for the best offensive line in the NFL, in the NFC for the NFC standards, who the hell stopping them in the NFC? Who gonna stop the Bears? Who gonna stop the Bears on defense with Chris Jones and Sweat? Answer: nobody. Nobody. You be lucky to score 17 points. Be lucky you score 17 points. Congratulations.
I hope Fields. I hope Poles feels that way.
He better.
Feels the same way. I hope he does.
Mr. Poles, Mr. Kevin Warren, if you are watching this show, I know you got other things better to do than watch this show, but I hope you are watching the show. Please, Chris Jones.
They don't have anything better else to do than watch.
I'm coming to you like the beggar. Please, sir. Please, sir. Chris Jones, please. I know I've been asking for much. You know what I'm saying? I've been wanting Super Bowls and stuff, but get us Chris Jones. But
don't make me ask Santa Claus. Don't make me ask Santa Claus.
I did ask Santa Claus of Khalil Mack, and that came true. So I might have to do it again for Chris Jones. So we'll see. We'll see. Might have to hit him up for that favor again because I did do that. I literally put on a Christmas list on my Facebook page. I was like, all I want for Christmas was Khalil Mack, and it came true. So
everybody write your letters to Santa
or Kevin Warren and Ryan Poles.
Kevin Warren.
Like I'll open a GoFundMe page. Look, if the money is too much, I'll open a GoFundMe. Like we'll figure it out in Chicago. We'll figure it out. Us Bears fans put some money together. We'll do it. We'll do it. Chris Jones, if you're watching. I'll even send a clip of this to you if I have to, so you can, you know what I'm saying, have that in the back of your mind when free agency start. You know what I'm saying? The fat black guy that's talking about Chicago sports wants you here. Like everybody who built like me,
Jones told me to go get tattoo his number on my arm. I'm getting it done. Chris Jones said, "Hey, tattoo my arm. I'm gonna get tattoo his number on my arm. I'm done. I'm there. Sign it.
I'll do it too. Like if you want me to do something for you to sign here, I'll do it.
Sign my forehead."
The forehead.
The wife got to look at me every day. I can't do the forehead part. The wife got to look at me. So 4 minutes into the game. Oh, come on, Chicago. Come on.
I ain't saying nothing. Last time I said about anybody shooting, we got torched, so I'm going to keep my comments to myself. I said they suck. They went out there and dropped 35 threes. So I'm
they're not gonna shoot like that today. They're not gonna shoot like that today. They outshot themselves yesterday.
Yeah, that's Curry on the other side, bro. That man don't never.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna say that because that's Curry. I'm gonna say that, and Curry, I'm going out there and drop 75.
Bro, no, nah, bro. This man shooting from the logo, bro. He got plenty of let down.
They back in the 3-point lineup because of him. It's his fault. He ruined the game.
Oh, then he made it fun. I enjoy it. I just wish our team could do it. I'm not gonna lie. I just wish I wish the Bulls could do it. Like I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna congratulate. We just need to get us a Steph Curry. That's all. Get us a Steph Curry. I can't get mad. Like as much as I can't stand LeBron James with all the stat pad, I'm just mad because we ain't got him. Give me LeBron James.
At least you're honest about it. At least you're honest about it.
Bro, I tell everybody, I'm like Dave Chappelle from the Player Haters Club, like the Player Haters Club. I am a diabolical hater. Like when it comes to LeBron James, I'm mad because he ain't with us. I am still bitter about him not signing with us, and I'll tell him that in his face. Like I love your game, you one of the greatest ever, but I can't stand your guts because you didn't sign with my Bulls. Like I'll forever say, don't let me have a vote for the Hall of Fame. I'll make
haterade. You had haterade. All day.
Make him wait a whole day and a half before I vote him to be a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Bro, this fool. Hey, you want to know? He been holding on to this for years. He been holding on to this for like 7 years, bro. He is upset.
Yes. I will tell him that in his face. I do not care. I don't care who his people is if they hear this. Man, you make me so mad. I want to kick you and hug you at the same time because of your talent. Man, you make me so mad, bro. So angry with you, dude.
You can't hate on greatness, man. You can't hate on greatness, man. You can't hate on greatness.
Damn
liar.
You
cannot hate on greatness.
I'm a White Sox fan. I hate the Cubs. Well, I don't give a damn. They great all
day. That's true. I'm the same way too. So, but I didn't want to say that.
Look. I'll shake LeBron's hand now, push him downstairs at the same time for what he did to my boy. You don't trade on that. You do not take that contract from my team.
That's terrible. Why would you want to do that to him? That's terrible.
He didn't sign with my Bulls. I don't care. I'm a hater. I told you I'm straight up hating because of that. Look,
bro, you out here committing sins, bro. Go to church.
Bulls, bro. I don't care. He should have signed with him. I'm taking my time to South Beach. Fuck that. Say you can go to the sand when you win a ring. You could have won some rings with us, damn it. Mess around and go mess around and go to Miami. You could have been in South Beach after winning rings. You can go to South Beach every year. You can go to Miami at the all season. You could have been winning Chicago and have a statue next to Jordan. Don't call yourself the chosen one and then don't go here.
You've been to South Beach though, right?
Yeah, I'm about to say you've been to South Beach, have you?
Have you been to South Beach in December?
Yeah, I'm gonna take my chance to South Beach. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just throwing it out there.
Hey, no comment.
South Beach in January? How you
Look, we ain't talking about that right now, though. We're talking about what he should have been doing in Chicago.
He talking about South Beach in the winter when nobody's there.
Yeah, people there.
Oh, it's people
there in the winter in South Beach.
People there. It's just like they show in the movies all year round. Bro, I ain't got no argument for that, but still, he should have signed with Chicago. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Hey,
Stuff happens, man.
if there's anything I am honest. I am never gonna lie. I'm gonna tell the truth on how I feel, no matter how stupid or slow I look when I say it. I'm gonna speak the truth. It's gonna come out. I gotta be honest. It's the real. I gotta keep it real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, like, he could be on his show. He could be a guest on our show right now. That's the first thing I'm gonna tell him. Like, I love you, but I hate your guts at the same time because you wouldn't sign with my team. And I'll be honest with you, know what I'm saying? It's love. You know, it's all love for him. You know what I'm saying? He's literally one of the greatest athletes I've ever witnessed with my own two eyes.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying? Like, but
during that time, a lot of fans of other teams felt the same way you felt, man.
I don't care about the mother fans. They ain't me. They ain't the Bulls. They ain't the Bulls organization. They ain't got the cachet that the Bulls got. I'll say that right now. There's only two other teams that got the cachet that we got.
Especially these Knicks fans out here.
There's only three teams that got the cachet that the Bulls got. Lakers, the team that he's on, Celtics, Golden State Warriors. That's it.
Forget Golden State, man. Nobody care about no Golden State.
Golden State got the cachet because they beat them. And because they got more rings. They got more rings in Miami. Those are the only three teams I feel that got the cachet. That's the only three. I'm serious. They're the only three teams that have cachet over, you know, they can even step in the same realm with Chicago Bulls as far as rings. Because they got one more than we do. They got 7 as an organization. The Bulls got 6. But at the time, the Bulls had more. Bulls had more at the time. But those are the only teams that got the cachet to say, you know, that can walk up and be like, they got the history. They got the rings. You know, say they got the banners. No other team got that. Miami didn't have that. Now, granted, yes, they had the one because, you know, Dwayne Wade, because he's a special human being out of the shot. But
so they had 3. They had 3.
Huh?
They had 3 in total.
Yes, they have 3 in total. But I'm saying, they all with Wade, you know, but still.
Somebody get 50 a drink.
Oh, sweetheart, yes, I am stressed, but it's all good though. I go, you know what I'm saying? I got, you know, so I'm gonna go get me some of that El Bendino Yankee. I'm gonna be all right. Be sleeping like a bear in hibernation in a minute once I get that in my system. You know what I'm saying? I'll be all right.
Sounds good.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's addictive. I ain't gonna lie. It is what it is. It's the best. Look, there's a lot of tequilas out there. They don't taste like that. I promise you that. They don't taste like that, and it's smooth. Yeah, like, bruh, like that's an endorsement. Like, don't let me be an agent or something out there. I'm walking around with a bottle of that all the time. Like, there you go, just cheesing, smiling and stuff. Like, bro, that's coming into the champagne.
Like, why you so happy? Why you so happy? Hey, you got it right there.
Buddy.
This is why I'm happy.
I'm telling you, bro. Look. It's by far the coolest thing I've ever seen in the spot. Like, we get sponsored by something I drink. Like, you know what I'm saying? Only thing that's missing now is, like, you know what I'm saying? You get a nice note sponsor from Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? If y'all watching our show, you know what I'm saying? I've already put the email in to, you know, the Bang energy drink. Hook a brother up. Talk to your peoples. You know what I'm saying? But, you know. But, you know, with that being said, y'all, you know what I'm saying, we going to call tonight. We appreciate all the love and support you guys have on the show. Thank you guys for all tuning in. Much love. Please like, share, and subscribe. As always, y'all, please, you know, dial in, tune into the show. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you guys. We love the guys, you people in the chats, you know, showing love, talking to us. You know what I'm saying? Again, thank you to Kellen Davis for showing up and showing out, you know, spending time with us, you know, gracing us, you know, with your presence tonight. And, you know, as always, you know what I'm saying? Chicago up, bear down.
Bear down.
Bear down.
Peace.